Hello guys, how are you? I hope all of you are well. So today we are discussing about another problem which is called to find a simple interest using function in C language. So let's start it. Before starting the problem solution, I have to open my code editor, and here I am creating a file, and you can see here. And now we have to write some code for simple interest. So before starting the simple interest, let us familiar with this formula. So actually, what is the simple interest formula? So we know the simple interest. So it will calculate it, taking the amount of principal what I am taking from the others. That means principal. Then another thing is the interest rate. So interest rate, interest rate, and the final one is the year. So the formula will be principal into interest rate, interest rate into year. So this is the formula of simple interest. So this is the basic formula. So now we start the code. So before starting the code, we have to set the default structure in C. Include stdio.h, and then we have to initialize a main function, then create the last one. So here I am taking the variable, so p for principal, and I will take the number of year. So this year will be the integer value, and I will take float a float variable, which is of course the interest rate, because interest rate, this is the amount, this amount will be a float or integer or something other else. So I will use float, which is r, and then I will use a variable which will store the simple interest amount, so which is z. Now after initialize this variable, we have to take input this variable. So use printf function to write to give a message, enter your principal, enter your principal, scanf percentage d ampersand sign p, because p means principal. So again I will copy this line for, sorry, and here I will set year. So number of year, that means n, and again enter your interest rate, and these will be float of course, and it will be r. So this is the input, and now I am using a logic to find the simple interest. This is the basic logic. Say logic is z is equal enter as interest rate. That will be in a percentage sign, but in percentage we mean that it will be divided by 100. So p into n into r divided by 100, and again the output will show printf, and this printf will be the simple interest. Obviously this output will be in a float because this will divided by 100, so I have to use a float format specifier. Say I will take 2 decimals after the floating point, so just mention here 2f and write here z and initialize and return this 0. So what happened if I run this code? So wait, so give where the principal amount is 1000 and the number of year will be 2, and the red amount will be say 2%. So for 2% I will simply write here 2 and it will show the simple interest will be 40 taka. So this is the simple code for a simple interest program, but the question is not only to use this logic in a simple way. This is why they say that using function you have to write this code. So what happened? So in this case we will eliminate something and add one more thing. In just before this main function we will create a user defined function for it, say float, because interest rate will be in a float after the calculation. So take interest and here I am initialize its value in principal amount will be in say integer type, number of year will be integer, and the amount of interest rate will be float. So here initialize a variable float. S means simple interest. After that return the value, say s is equal to n by 1000, sorry 100, and then return simply s. And here from here you should eliminate this one and write here interest and p r comma n. After saving it I will run this program. Then the backend page will appear. Just wait. So now here I will input 1000 as a principal amount, and 2 is the year, and also 2% is the amount rate. The simple interest will be 40.00. So this is the code. So I hope you can understand this code and enjoy the code. Thank you very much.